On Capitol Hill today, the chair of the National Transportation Safety Board is testifying before lawmakers following that deadly bridge collapse in Baltimore. The hearing comes just one day after the NTSB released this 24-page report detailing all the early findings about what caused that cargo ship to crash into the bridge and also where reconstruction stands.
The projected schedule right now is for a progressive design build team to be selected this summer and for construction to begin next year and run through 2028.
Our transportation reporter, Sam Sweeney, joins me now. So what do you think? As we've been monitoring all the testimony, did we learn anything new?
Well, we learned a lot yesterday in that report, but what today focused on was, what's going on now. There's NTSB investigators still on board that ship. We're more than 50 days out. The crew remains on that ship, and now they want to figure out, were those power losses that happened 10 hours before this ship set sail, and then the power losses that happened just moments before the collision, were they related? And we also heard from members of Congress saying, how are we going to get the money? We don't want years-long fight with the insurance companies, or we'll all be dead by the time that we get this money. We need the money now, and American taxpayers should be refunded.
You know, a lot of people didn't realize, we were talking about this yesterday, how the crew has remained on that cargo ship through all of this, living on that. Do we have any insight as to what that's been like or why it had to be that way?
Not only have they been on the ship this entire time, they brought that ship over from Sri Lanka. Then they brought it to New York, and then it came down to Baltimore. They have been on there a long time. It is a fully functioning, operating ship as if it were at sea, so they have to maintain it. There are systems to maintain. There are safety systems that need to be handled. If there were a problem on board, they are the best people involved to be on that ship and to handle any of those issues. And they remained on board when they did those controlled explosions. They were in the back of the ship, but again, if there were a fire on board, they would be the first to respond there. And now all eyes are on when that ship will be moved and what happens and how long will it be in port. They have to make sure all of that debris is removed, because once they refloat that ship, if there is a piece of debris and it strikes that ship and punctures a hole, now you have a whole nother problem. So they need to be 110% sure that there is no debris before they raise that ship out, and what they will do is they'll release the water from the internal tanks, and then it will float up, and that'll take about 18 hours. They're hoping to do that in the next week or so. And
also figuring out, why this ship lost power, even before this incident had happened a few times, as the report released. Something definitely has to be done to make sure this doesn't happen again.
And that's what the NTSB will figure out, but it could take another year for them to make that final report.
Got it. Sam, thank you very much.